Stay quiet and no one can hate you is the lie that keeps trying to be perpetrated around. But there's a new beginning in town. There's a new sheriff in town, you see? By the way, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Eek! It's coffee. I can't help myself. So there's a brand new beginning coming in because some part of you was like, you want me to do what? Fuck you then. Ha ha, I cursed. Because at this point, you should say it with your full body, whole heart, whole mind, and whole soul. For thinking that anybody should silence you or you should just stay in the corner, quiet and small, and if you don't interact, then you'll survive it all. And you'll make no difference. You will not be remembered. You will not be happy. And you knew it. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And nobody can do it like you can. Hence why everything you're meant to be doing with your life was never meant to be small. You were meant to take up space. You are and were meant to be beautiful in this place, not what they want to claim is a disgrace. Oh, look at you having opinions. If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. And that's the big difference of how to have a happily ever after. Is the true justice coming in and the harvest season coming in is for you. If you're seeing this, you know you finally get to have your new beginning. Because you fought for it. Because you worked through it. 11:55 on my clock as I say this. The Queen of Pentacles is saying you have earned so much good. And by the way, I need you to understand how many are still a sheep, asleep, and a sheep. They follow the masses. They don't want to do anything that might trigger anyone. They don't want to be seen as anything different. I will just follow. You're not that. You weren't meant to be that. And that doesn't fix anything. You were born to shine. You were born awake. That's why it's always been difficult for you versus others. They're like, wow, isn't this great? You're like, what are you even doing? I'm pretending I'm happy. No, you're not. That's crazy. I'm out of here. From a very young age, you looked at people who were like, I don't know what's wrong with all of y'all, but I ain't drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, 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 goodbye. And it's all going away. All that bullshit, all that anxiety. Because for too long, part of what you were doing was trying to make the masses happy in some way. Whether that's larger scope or just inner family, you had different levels of like, oh, well, if I interacted like this, these people didn't like me. Oh, no, that must be bad. Maybe they're not your tribe. Maybe they saw something in you that they know they could never be, or something in you that they knew something in them they would have to hide. Did you ever hear the audio? Sometimes the reason you're not invited to the party is because you don't do the drugs they do. Think of it in that context. Sometimes you're not invited to be part of the group or allowed to be accepted because then they would have to level up to you. And how dare you? And that's kind of what you don't see with the moon card. Is you have been working your magic and you just haven't seen all of the causes and effects. Because do you think a butterfly sees the ripple effect it causes when it flaps its wings? And yet we've always been told that when a butterfly flaps its wings somewhere in the world, it causes a ripple effect all over the world. And we go, okay. We were also taught that our blood is blue until it hits oxygen. And now we're all getting told, that was a lie. You were always able to tell the differences between the lies that were being told at you and the actual truths of the universe. And when people told you lies that you were supposed to swallow, you were like, fuck no, that's, and it upset a lot of people. But Spirit was always proud of you. Spirit has always been steering you towards ultimate success. Now, you have 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles here with the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and 444 on the clock on top of that. This is an ultimate new beginning because Queen of Wands and of Pentacles. Let me show you again, just in case I didn't show you one of these before. Look at the sun. all in that sky. Remember, the sun is a star, the brightest and hottest star in the whole galaxy we got right now. And I say right now because you never know. It might expand. Lots of money coming in. Everybody being like, what is with this level up? Look at you. By the way, this is ink. I'm not hurt, by the way. Everyone's gonna be like, ooh, glow up? What are you doing? What's the new thing you're doing? You look fantastic. And if they all come out with that voice, maybe run, because I don't understand why everyone's talking. Imagine, we all talk like this now. No. But just teasing. Because you were meant to always have all of this coming in, Spirit was always planning for this much ultimate good to come flying through. Everything you're owed, plus more coming through. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And you've been manifesting through all of this. Now, I understand with the moon card, you don't see it. Like, you're looking around, you're like, yeah, where is it, Loren? People still treat me a certain way. I still don't have the money that I should have. I understand. There hasn't felt like a new beginning, and yet it started, because new beginnings start with a whisper. Most of the time you don't realize you've stepped onto that new path, because most paths aren't the yellow brick road or the red brick road or nothing. Some people are going barefoot on dirt trying to figure it out, going, there's a glimmer of a path I can see through the weeds. And yet as you've been going, it's forced you to learn how to hear the true intentions of Spirit, of your own soul. Okay? Since I was a little kid, these have never really grown, and no matter what. Should see me when I go for walks, just all of it like, hello, I swear, I'm your village crazy lady, so you should listen to me. It also shows I have no qualms about what you might think of my appearance, because if you give a shit of what I look like versus the information that's coming towards you, you are on the wrong path, paying attention to the wrong things, dear. And that's why you could never get out of this situation and keep those pieces of crap around you. But, aha! When you go from, I don't think I'm good enough in some way, shape, or form, to woohoo, I am now the Empress. No matter your gender, no matter your pronouns, that literally means everything that you're creating, making, believing, and allowing to receive are all going to be in very healthy ways, but you gotta clear this bullshit out. For real, real. You have some, and it could be a mindset, because sometimes these are people, but swords can be thoughts, mentalities, patterns, perspectives of yourself that got put into you, that are unhealthy in some way, that you keep doing, that you haven't let go of, that is being like a thief of joy to you. So if you're like, I'm gonna, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know why you think you're gonna do that. There's better people in the world that do it. Curse yourself out and put yourself in the corner and then get your shit together and do it. Imagine if every single famous painter, like Monet, Van Gogh, was like, Michelangelo did a ceiling. I can never do that. Fuck it. I guess I'll go, mow a lawn with my teeth. No! Don't do that shit to yourself. There is always going to be room for what you're meant to be, who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. Somebody signs up to be a police officer or a teacher. You really think anybody going, well, we have those, should be listened to? If that's what you want to do in your heart and soul, it doesn't matter how many others, you're going to do it your way, and it's needed. Whether it's a painter, whether it's an influencer, whether it's a writer, I don't care. Even if it's like, I don't know how I'm going to make money. Who gives a fuck? I said fuck. Who gives a fuck? You're already doing something for work. Keep doing the other things until the other things suddenly either become something financially prosperous, or at least it's bringing you freaking joy. But don't let anything steal your beliefs, your joy, your future, whether it's inside or somebody else around you, when you're meant to be this magnanimous. It doesn't matter how many other people are doing it. Nobody's going to do it the way you do it. Just like I could say there's a billion readers on here and ain't nobody like me, and that's for freaking sure. Right? So, don't stick your head in the sand. Shine. Be all you're meant to be, because you have a lot of good coming through that you're meant to have.